Hello people, it's Blitz here. Welcome back to part 2 of Wild West in Planet Coaster. Okay, I didn't show you in the last episode, but what I'll do now, I'll show you what you get in total, I'll try to anyway, of the DLCs, what you have to pay for, £2 each. So you got there the Back to the Future, as he's teleporting into the future. You get the sparks, got a gun there, monster gun, shoots. I don't know whether they're coming out of there, I don't know. I ain't seen the monsters for a long time, so I don't know what the gun shoots. But it shoots something. You got the sign, you got the monster sign, and these two number plates are for Knight Rider. There might be another number plate, couldn't see it, because there is 3 cars. So there you got the Back to the Future cars. Flying one, the train one, standard one, 2 monster cars, 3 Knight Rider cars, and they all got the like a little beam on the front. I don't actually remember a Knight Rider card being white, black and white. Shows you how long it's been since I've seen it. And the one at the end, the one with all sorts of goodies on it, I've definitely not seen that one before. Oh, it's a nice bit, I would say. And then you got all these extra bits and bobs. Like, so you can make a car, got wheels, engines, lights, and God knows what. I may make some sort of scenery items out of them. I don't know how many are all together. Already counted them up really. There's about 50, I suppose, 60. An explosion for Knight Rider. I still don't think they're worth £2 each. And obviously you get to make the tracks for each of the rides. I'm not actually checked if you can actually change the cars on the track to other colours or the other designs. Not about checking. I know the monster one comes with both as standard. But I'm pretty sure on the Back to the Future one, I think they're all the same. I could be wrong, just need to check. So moving on, need to get a bit of scenery done, need to get an entrance in the front of the park done. Off cam I've added some bridge supports, you can see there. Need to do that to a lot of stuff, so it stays with the Western theme. Only thing I don't like, I've noticed that if there is a way, I'm not managed to figure it out. When you make steps, they always come out as concrete. Wooden steps. That looks like the Western theme. They seem to not added that to the game. So I want to make a sign holder, enter and exit, and next to it a building where you can get the your priority pass info center. And as I said, I'm put this I put the main part of the ride too close to the entrance, so I'm a bit stuffed. What I wanted to do originally. So from now on, if I make a park, first thing I'm going to do is make the entrance stand out. Because if you remember, I made a train station, which I actually was part of an entrance, and I wanted to put that in here. and there was absolutely no room at all to fit it in. So a bit of a balls up on my account. Hopefully we'll get something in and solve the problem for the time being. Now I've got the sign done. Let's get the building made. I'm going to do this one out of brick. Having a flash. Then we go on with the coaster. So there's the building. Just got to put some scenery in. Let's say we got some sort of item in the start. There's a plane. Looks a bit like a bank. I could have picked one just off the out of the continent we've already got, I suppose, but I don't know. I like to make my own, even though it is a bit of a plain, boring looking building. Never get the satisfaction when you just stick a building straight in. Gotta have a chimney. Can't go about a chimney now, can we? That means I need to add the effect to it. So that's got smoke coming out. Let's put some writing on the entrance sign. Stick a few props in, make it stand out a bit. I'm not quite sure what that is that's supposed to do. I've never ever seen one of them in real life. Is it supposed to be some sort of water well, automatic water well pump? I've got no idea. It just fills in the space, whatever it does. Yeah, let's get a couple of barrels in there. Get one turned over on its side. Make it look a bit different. don't look so bad now. Now we've got to get the coaster in the other side of the Back to the Future ride. Move the path around at the back. I quite like that so far. The plan is, by the way, to have this river go all the way to the back, slowly going uphill. That's got a flow. Come down to the front. Might fill in a bit of space with a lake. See what happens next. So we've got a wooden coaster. I'm not going to do anything flash with the coaster, except have obviously a drop. It's not really paid the game to make flashy looking coasters. There's plenty of better people out there who can make a really good coaster. A lot better than me. I'm more interested in making the scenery. And the plan is we slowly make this coaster, and as we go round, we're going to put it in the scenery, and we're going to have a lot of waterfalls as such. Going around, make it stand out as much as possible. Give you some sort of idea we can do with the water effects. And we obviously have to cheat when we make waterfalls. Use the jets, because Frontier so far I've not added the way to actually make an official waterfall. If they plan to, I've got no idea. Obviously you have to make a pool of water, and then you sort of have to hide the jets under something or under a bit of foliage under a rock, so it looks like the water's coming out, going down the hill. So I built some on the coaster. Got a drop going down. I don't know about anybody else, but when I'm making a coaster, I do like to try get it in a position where it's not crazy speeds or want to make everyone sick. So what I'm doing as it's coming down, I'm trying to make sure the nuisance rating and the fear rating is not too high. So obviously as it goes, it picks up speed, especially when it gets over 50 miles an hour and going around bends. People don't like it. But the worst thing about wooden coasters, you can't keep the speed up without putting another lift in, which is really awkward, but that's just the way wooden coasters are. And it does take a long time to make one. That's why I like using the other coasters where they've got the turbos. You put them around the track, keep the cars going fast. But we are making a Western park, so we're going to try and stay with the wooden effects, the Western theme as much as possible. Okay, so now what I've done, I've added some terrain. I brought it up through around the ring. Then make an hole in the top. Well, that's the plan, and get some water in it. Like I said, the hardest thing is actually trying to get the edge as narrow as possible and get the water in there. So it looks like you got more of a waterfall. Now, as I say, I don't know if they plan to add it where it automatically does it in the future. No idea. I suppose you could always email Frontier and ask the question, but I wouldn't surprise me, they've been asked 1,000 times already on the forums. So the plan is to have the water comes down the top, is another pool, goes down and down and down. And what we do, the river we got going, we have that flowing around the bottom where the track is, and the water goes down to the bottom and flows out to other places. I could have easily made 5 videos out of this, half an hour each. I thought, nah, well, we cut God knows how many hours, 6-7 hours down into 30 minutes. Yeah, so basically the idea is get the old jets, blast them down, and then you hide the jets with a rock foliage. It's all good fun. Now I did actually find a bug, not when I was making this waterfall, but waterfall a bit later on. I don't know if it was another patch or there's a Windows update, I've got no idea. But when you go to smooth terrain and you put it on minimum, I only notice when you put it on minimum and you press your mouse button about 20 times, or you're constantly trying to adjust it, it kept freezing up, and it done that about 5 times. I had to keep reloading the game, and then I gave up, and I done an integrity check, as you do through Steam. And at the same time there was a new driver update for me graphic card, so I've installed that, rebooted, and it seemed to solve the problem. But how much it solved the problem at this time, I don't know. If you got the problem as well, you can let me know. But it seems definitely to do with using the smooth button. I never got it to go wrong on anything else but smooth button. So now we're just adding some rocks. The idea is you're placing your rocks. That's why I just bang them straight in. But ideally, I'm going to try and get them to where you change the direction of the jets. So when they sort of like hit a rock, and you thought, okay, that's going to go to the left or right. So that you put a rock in the right position, so it looks like it's going to do it. Okay, on this bit here, I'm just cheating. Because obviously, look, you can't make things narrow enough, and for some bizarre reason, the water won't go in the hole. I'm not quite sure why. I've come up with a cunning plan. I thought, okay, if I bung one of these shapes in and colour it blue, it might not look so bad. But I have noticed I could use another object. I'm not sure if it fit. I'll have to try a bit later. There is a little pool thing in a wooden circle. Can't think what it's called. I noticed it earlier, and I used it on another waterfall I made. I could have bung that in there because it's got natural water in it, and then hidden the wooden surround. At least it looked like water then. And so then obviously the water comes down from the top, bangs over to the left. Obviously the time I've got the foliage on there, you won't really notice it, it's not real. Not unless you're really picky. Now I've got to admit, I can be picky. There's no doubt about that. So there's the completion of the track. Now I needed to make it slowly go lower and lower, lower, and the ride gets a bit boring as such. But I don't really want to put another lift in. I thought it gets there, it's a ride's a ride. Like I said before, I play the game for the creation, not really the gaming side of it, I should say. I don't really do the gaming side, but I like to I want to make the creation around the rides. I have seen some things on YouTube where some people make fabulous buildings, and I'm not really putting no rides in it. It's like, yeah, it's fantastic what you've done, but it's like, okay, I like to stay with the game to a degree. suppose what they could do, make life easier when you're making water or playing around with the water, they could do some sort of grid where you can't build out, or it shows up where you need to reinforce. So I think it's not just about, obviously we all look at the top and we think, okay, I've made it thick enough, but it's not just that. I think the entire water that's around where you got the water, it's got to be a certain thickness. So you even got to look out below where you're building, make it wider. Sometimes I go to put water in and I thought, okay, I've got a big rim and the water only comes about halfway up the hole, and it's like, what's going on there? I can't work it out. And the other thing I couldn't work out, I was getting quite a few jagged edges. Like I said, solved it on the smooth tool, but the smooth tool keep crashing the game. I have to see if I still get that problem as we go on into more episodes, but like it will disappear completely. Or it might be a setting I've got on where, for instance, anti-laser, don't like it at certain levels. Might have to change it to something else. Yeah, don't forget you turn your rocks up and side down, left and right, over and over, so they don't look too much the same as the others. We could do with a few more rocks in my opinion. I don't know how many assets you can actually add to the park. I know when you make a blueprint, there's a certain amount of assets you can use. Can't remember how many thousands it is now. Not about checking. And I've noticed that what some people do when they upload their parks or what they've made, if you've got too many assets, they split it and they put markers in where you can join them together. I won't do anything like that. There's a lot using the terrain tool, and obviously when you make a blueprint, it doesn't include terrain. It includes everything else, but not terrain. I was thinking about making one of these with all the rocks, with the waterfalls, just using the assets. So upload it to YouTube, not YouTube, upload it to the Steam Workshop, where someone can use it. But I don't think it looks the same. Problem is, yeah, there is what 6-7 rocks we got, but you can't get the shape you want. I have to say. And the other thing is, got to work out where I do the water. I don't know, I might give it a go, work it out, and see in the very near future, see what I come up with. Well, there it is anyway. What we do, we'll finish it off in the next episode, because it's too long, got to put a building in yet, we've got to ride it. So I'll see you all in part 3. Blitz out. Later all.